Your floors could be disgusting right now and you don't even realize it. That mop you're using, it's probably making things worse, not better. And the crazy part is, most people are making the same mistakes over and over again without knowing it. My name is Marcus, and I'm about to show you exactly what you're doing wrong with your floors. This changes everything. The real problem isn't your mop. Let me tell you something straight up. Your mop doesn't stink because it's bad quality. Your floors aren't dull because they're hard to clean. The problem is how you're using your equipment. I figured out 13 different ways that people mess up when they mop, and I'm betting you're doing at least 3 of them right now. Before we jump into the fixes, I want to ask you something. Have you noticed that your floors never seem to stay clean? Like you mop them and 2 days later they look dirty again? That's not normal. That's a sign you're doing something backwards. Mopping tips and tricks videos get massive viewership because people genuinely want cleaner floors. This video goes even deeper because it's giving you real solutions, not just quick tricks. Quick word about that viral vacuum mop. You've probably seen those fancy vacuum mop machines all over social media. Everyone's talking about them. Here's what you need to know. Yes, they work. Yes, they can vacuum and mop at the same time. That's great in theory. Here's the problem that nobody talks about. You have to clean every single part of that machine yourself, and I mean everything. Sure, there's a self-cleaning option, but that doesn't actually clean it all the way. Water gets trapped inside, dark places where mold and bacteria grow. It's like a dishwasher that never actually gets clean. Then what happens? Your entire house starts to smell like mold. You're creating the exact problem you're trying to fix. A regular mop head that goes in your washing machine works just fine. No complicated parts, no trapped water, just clean equipment every single time. Enough about that though. Let's get into what's actually wrong with your mopping routine.
Mistake number 1. You're not rinsing enough. This is the biggest one I see. People dip their mop in the bucket one time and think they can clean their entire kitchen with that single dip. Maybe the whole bathroom too. That's not how this works. Think about it. Your mop head picks up dirt. You press it on your floor. That dirt spreads around. You need to rinse that mop constantly throughout your cleaning session. After every few strokes, your mop needs to go back into that rinse water, get it clean, wring it out, then you go back to mopping. This prevents you from just pushing dirty water around your home. I know spin mops can have this problem more than other types, but if you're dipping and rinsing enough, your floors will come out clean. You just have to commit to the process. Don't be lazy about this step. Mistake number 2, too much cleaning product. I'm guilty of this one all the time. I love cleaning supplies. I think more product means cleaner floors. That's wrong. When you use too much cleaning solution, your floors become sticky. That's not clean. That's the opposite of clean. Extra soap anywhere in your life leaves behind a coating. That coating traps dirt and dust. Your floors get dirtier faster than before. It's a trap that catches a lot of people. But here's the solution. Follow the directions on your cleaner. Measure it out. Don't just pour and hope for the best. If you struggle with this like I do, get pre-measured packets. Just drop one in your bucket and you're done. No guessing, no overdoing it. Mistake number 3, skipping the Swiffer step. You swept, you vacuumed, you're ready to mop, right? Wrong. You're missing a whole step. After you sweep and vacuum, take a Swiffer or dry mop and go over those same floors. You will not believe how much stuff you find. Lint, dust, tiny pieces of debris that your vacuum somehow missed. It's honestly kind of gross. This step is important because your final goal isn't just wet cleaning. You're building up to sparkling floors. If you skip this, you're still pushing dirt around with your mop. You're not starting with a truly clean surface. Try it once. Next time before you mop, Swiffer your floors first. You'll see what I mean immediately. Mistake number 4, mixing your cleaner wrong. Too much concentrated cleaner damages your floors over time. It makes them look dull. It makes them attract more dirt. It's the opposite of what you want to achieve. The directions on your bottle exist for a reason. They tell you how much product to use for how much water. Follow them exactly. Most directions say something like half a cup of concentrate per bucket of water. Not more, not less, half a cup. Some buckets have a fill line that says maximum. That means don't fill past that line. If you do, when you lift the bucket up, water pours everywhere. I learned that lesson the hard way when I started doing this. Water all over my kitchen floor. Not fun. Follow the measurements. Your floors will look better and last longer.
Mistake number 5. You're using a dirty mop head. How often do you actually wash your mop head? Be honest. Once a month? Once every few months? That's the problem right there. You should wash your mop head every single time you use it. Take it off after you're done mopping. Throw it in your washing machine. Medium heat. Done. You can even put it in the dryer on medium heat if you want to. Just keep it clean. This is non-negotiable if you want clean floors. You know what keeps mop heads white and fresh? Regular washing. That's all. No special products needed, though some people have preferences. A clean mop head means clean floors. It's that simple. Mistake number 6. Boiling hot water ruins everything. I cringe when people tell me they use boiling water to mop hardwood floors. Stop doing this immediately. I see these videos online where cleaning experts say to use boiling water and all these crazy concoctions. Don't listen to them. This advice is terrible for your floors. Hot water can warp wood. Warped wood is expensive to replace. Is that really worth the risk? I don't think so. Stick to cool water or lukewarm water. That's all you need. Your floors will stay beautiful and you won't damage them in the process. This applies to any floor type, not just wood. Hot water isn't necessary for clean floors. It's just extra risk.
Mistake number 7. Your floors are too wet. This is a big one. Overwetting your floors causes problems from start to finish. First, too much moisture damages hardwood floors. Second, it takes forever to dry. Third, all that extra product just sits on top of your floor, making everything sticky and gross. Fourth, your floors get dirty faster because that wet residue attracts dust. It's a disaster. So how do you fix it? Wring out your mop head properly. Squeeze all the excess water out before you put it on your floor. If you're dipping and rinsing enough, like I said before, you're already doing the right thing here. Your mop shouldn't be soaking wet. It should be damp. There's a big difference. Mistake number 8. Ignoring the corners and cracks. Your corners are dirty. I can almost guarantee it. Look at them right now. Are they brown and grimy? That's because people never clean them. Take a disinfectant wipe and get down there. Really clean those corners. Show your cracks some love because they collect more dirt than anywhere else. This is the stuff people forget about, but when you're looking at someone else's floor, that's exactly what you notice first. The corners tell the truth about how clean someone really is. Mistake number 9. Your mop bucket is disgusting. When's the last time you actually cleaned your mop bucket? Most people never do. That's the problem. Use an antibacterial wipe and clean the inside and outside of that bucket. Make sure it dries completely before you use it again. If your bucket smells bad, your mop goes in smelling bad. Your floors come out smelling bad. Everything fails before you even start. You're already setting yourself up for failure if your equipment isn't clean. Think about it like doing dishes with a dirty sponge. Why would you do that? Mistake number 10. You're mopping the wrong direction. This mostly matters for hardwood floors. You should mop in the direction of the grain. When you do this, you get less streaking. Your floors look shinier. They just look better overall. Now, I get it. Sometimes you can't mop with the grain because of how your room is shaped or where the furniture is. That's fine. Do your best when you can. But in general, try to mop with the grain of the wood. You'll notice an immediate difference in how your floors look when you're done.
Mistake number 11. Mixing multiple cleaning products. Stop doing this. It doesn't work. It's not better. It's actually worse. You only need one product to clean your floors. That's it. Water and one cleaning solution. That's all you need. I see these videos online where people use 5 different products to mop. It's ridiculous. It's wasteful. It doesn't make your floors cleaner. 2 things, water and one cleaner. That's the entire recipe. Use that and your floors will be spotless. More products don't mean better results. They mean more problems and more money spent for nothing. Mistake number 12. You're rushing through it. I see people mopping like their life depends on it. Fast, aggressive strokes. That's not how you get clean floors. Mopping should be slow and gentle. Think of it like you're treating your floor with respect, which you should be, because floors are expensive. When you haven't mopped in weeks or months, you need to be especially slow and deliberate. Take your time, let the water and cleaner do the work. Pressing harder doesn't make it work better. Steady, slow strokes. That's the way. Mistake number 13. Still not washing your mop heads. I mentioned this before, but I'm saying it again because it matters that much. Wash your mop head every single time you clean. When you have a clean mop head, you get clean floors. It's cause and effect. It's that simple. Make it a routine. Clean the floors, wash the mop. That's the cycle. Every time.
Bonus tip number 1. Polish your floors regularly. Once your floors are clean, they're done, right? Not quite. There are products that both clean and polish at the same time. Using these occasionally keeps your floors looking fresh and bright. If your floors are looking dull, give floor polish a try. Regular people and cleaning experts both love this stuff. Thousands of positive reviews exist for good floor polishes. It's an extra step, but it makes a huge difference in how your floors look. Bonus tip number 2. Consistency is everything. Here's the truth about clean floors. You have to keep doing it. Pick a schedule and stick to it. Me? I mop my floors 1 time per week. That's my schedule. I could probably do it more often since I have kids and things get sticky, but that's what I can manage. The key is consistency. When you mop regularly, you don't build up a bunch of dirt and grime. Each time you mop, you're just maintaining, not catching up. When people wait a month between mopping, they're faced with a ton of buildup. That takes longer to clean. Your floors look sticky. They look dull. But when you mop regularly, your floors stay sparkly. They stay shiny. They look like they're actually clean. Find your rhythm. Stick to it. Your future self will thank you.
Why this matters. Clean floors matter. The sounds, the smells, the whole mopping process can be satisfying. But even if it's just a chore to you, you should care about doing it right because your floors are an investment. Hardwood floors are expensive. Tile is expensive. Vinyl is expensive. Taking care of what you have makes financial sense. More than that, clean floors affect how your whole home feels. When your floors are clean and shiny, your entire house feels cleaner. Your guests notice. You notice. It changes everything. That's why these 13 mistakes matter so much. Fix them and everything changes. Next steps. Want more cleaning and organizing tips? There are over 100 videos available with solutions and strategies that make your home easier to maintain. Watching more content from Seniors Cleaning Hacks will help you feel more motivated to clean. Your home will feel more organized. You'll actually enjoy maintaining it. Drop a thumbs up for this video. Subscribe so you don't miss future content, and hit that notification bell so you get alerts when new videos post. Keep your floors sparkly. Keep your home clean. Keep yourself happy.